Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be jumping back in to some more Astral Sorcery. I hope you guys are ready. Alright guys, so we are back with some more Astral Sorcery, and I have been hard at work, guys. I have been doing a lot of work off camera, and when I say that, I mean I am truly meaning it, because it's taking a lot of time to do this. So what I have here is a bunch of fluid placers. Now this part was easy, so I just set up the like a little bit of semi-automation of the placing of the liquid starlight, so I can do multiple crafts at once. And what I'm trying to do is, as you can see, there is 2 crystals in these pools. Now I have been working with these crystals, really. These are the ones that I've been really working with right here. And as you can see, this is a purity 100%. So this actually just made it to that, because this one right here was actually a 100%ed one. And really, I wasn't trying to get it to split. I just lost track of time. I'm actually trying to bring up the size, but now I have 200%, because once you get them to 100%, they constantly split to 100%. But I'm trying to get the size up to what these are, is 800, I do believe, or 900 on the max size. I think it's 900. And then these are 400. No, these are 800. These are actually max size 400, but once you get them high enough, they'll split. And you can see, you'll actually get 2. And 1 will end up splitting to a higher size. So what you want to do is find a rock crystal that has a pretty high purity. So this one has 96. And then combine it with one of these stardust, and you'll end up getting one of these, as I showed last episode. And then you just want to throw it in a pool of liquid starlight and keep doing that over and over again. It'll keep splitting and keep splitting it until your purity hits 100. And then bring up your size, because we'll be using these later on. Yeah, this is what I'm working on, so I hope that kind of helps anybody. So this rock crystal is at purity 100, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep splitting this. So I need to throw this in here, and then I'm going to keep getting the ones that are probably the best. Like this is a 95 and a 96, this is a 96. So I want these 96s in here, because they have a higher chance of splitting off and becoming a, what, 97 or 98, you know, in the purity. So that's what I've been working on. These guys, I hope they don't split. I'll keep an eye on them, and hopefully they don't split. And like on this one, we can do the 95, or whatever this one is, 91. We'll do the 95. And yeah, this is just doing its own thing. No big deal. By the way, you can change the color of your illumination wand by adding any kind of dye to it. You just throw it in the crafting grid with the dye, and then if you want to turn it back to normal, you just give it yellow. And it goes yellow. This guy's really handy because you can actually go back and forth and find constellations, you know, without having to manually look for it. You just hit the side tabs and it'll actually take you to the one you're looking for. I've actually found all of them, which is really nice. And plus, we're going to be talking about attunement today. So we're going to be getting into some more, like I said, Astral Sorcery. And attunement's actually a little farther back, but we still need to get into the attunement. And take a look here. So it is its own little branch that splits off. You don't just attune yourself, you attune crystals as well, which is kind of what we need this for. So we're going to be making this guy. So we are going to need a rock crystal of any kind. I'm just going to use a plain Jane rock crystal, some aquamarine, runed, and then the spectral relays. They're not too hard to make, but you're actually going to need them for this craft. So we're gonna need some runed marbles for sure, and I have all of that ready. So let's go ahead and grab the runed marble. I think it was like this. Was it split off? I always have issues trying to remember the patterns. I think that's right. Yeah. And then the star metal ingots, I go above it. I need to grab my aquamarine. We will probably be setting up the automation for aquamarine as well today. Hopefully we get to that, which I'm pretty sure we will. It's a real quick setup to actually get going with a couple of conveyor belts. And then the last thing we need is just a plain Jane old rock crystal. That'll be fine. I want to avoid the ones that are in my inventory, because those are actually really nice ones. So there we go. We'll throw that in there. We'll save these for some other stuff. Okay. And then we're going to need the aquamarine in the right place. And last but not least, this guy. Awesome. And it's ready to go. And we'll get this crafted. We should have enough Starlight, I do believe. Ooh, nice. This one's actually really bright on the craft. Really bright with that Starlight. Interesting. Okay, and this guy's going to get placed right in the center of this big pad. If we can find the center. I think that's the center. Maybe this is. This is the center. I'm going to make a guess. I guessed wrong. Good. That is the center for sure. Okay, and as you can see, there are some little spots kind of glimmering. Well, that's going to be interesting because we actually need to set up the Spectral Relays kind of where things are glimmering, but these aren't the right kind of glimmers. We actually need to go to our hold shift and pull up our papers. Now, I think I want to do Visio on myself because I really want flight later on. And if you hold this in your offhand, you can have the Spectral Relays here and place a Spectral Relay everywhere you see a blue light. If there's one on here, then it probably is going to be fine. You can just not put one there because you can't really cover up your spot. But as you can see, there it goes. I hope we have enough night because I'm going to jump in here and attune myself. Here we go. Welcome to Astral Sorcery Attunement. Oh, it always happens. It's probably daytime, I bet. It's already becoming daytime. This always happens. By the time I get it done, it always fails. So yeah, I'm gonna wait till the next night and then we're gonna get this done. Alright, so night has passed. Now, let's get attuned. Man. It happened to me every time. It's happened to me every time I've tried to attune myself in an episode. Literally, the daylight goes away, or the nighttime goes away, and I lose my attunement. But yeah, this is what happens. It's pretty cool. I really like the swirly effect, but it's going to infuse the constellation into us. Kind of interesting. And yeah, this is why you want to kind of do it early on in the night, because it does take a little bit of time. But it's not us that I want to attune as well. There's several other things that I want to attune. And there we go. We should be attuned. I do believe. I think we're attuned. So we should have a new page called Perks. And we do. So, grants increased movement speed, and I think it says unlocked with alignment level. This one grants increased swim speed, reduce overall need for food, protect against lava for a short period of time. I really want the reduces overall need for food. And then stepping up single blocks seems way easy, which is actually really nice, even though we already have that on. But grants, this one right here, places light sources close to you in caves is nice. So we need to unlock one of them, and we're going to go ahead and unlock the first one we can, which is hasted. Increase movement speed. So yeah, we basically get speed 1. So we now can walk faster, which is super cool. And yeah, we just have it just available. How cool is that? So we do have some other constellations in the sky. I do want to use Decidia, I think is what the next constellation is I want to set up. And you want to keep these constellations on you for sure. So let's go ahead and break these. Pick them back up. Because we're going to set up a different constellation. We're going to set up Decidia. Alright, hopefully we have enough time, nighttime. And then we're going to attune some rock crystals. I do have some set to 100. There is one already there. Correct. I think I might have misplaced one or something. Oh, it's the city is not in the sky. Okay, so if the city is not in the sky, we have to wait until it is. So just keep that in mind if that's what you're going to do. This is the one that we actually want in the sky, and it'll probably be there in the next day. So usually you'll have to wait till the next day. But that's what we're going to do, because we're going to take one of these. I actually have several now. You can see I actually duplicated tons of these. Because, yeah, they just start duplicating on each other. And I'm going to take one of these size 900, purity 100. And we're going to turn this into a floating crystal. What is it called? A collection crystal, I do believe. A tuned collection crystal is what we're going to turn it into. Or a tuned celestial crystal. Where's it at? There it is. Yeah, a celestial collector crystal instead of just your normal collector crystal. These are a little bit more powerful, and I say a little bit, I mean a lot more powerful. And what they do is we need to actually make this. So you take your nice attuned celestial crystal that you have, and you're going to want to have some resonating gems, some illumination powder, and all that good stuff. So we have all of that. So we have some resonating gems. And we're going to go ahead and get this thing going. So illumination powder, if we remember the recipe. Okay. And I think these were on each corner. And the illumination powder was just right here. Something like that. It's hard for me to remember some of these patterns. Like this, right? I feel like I have it right. But I feel like it's not showing up for me. Right? Celestial Crystal, Astral Sorcery. Okay. We have to be doing something wrong. Because that looks the same to me. Resonating gems. Stardust. Guys, this is the same. Okay, it should be working. I don't know why it's not. Right? Did I just... Okay, yeah, maybe it's just not working right now. Alright, so it is the next night, and we need to go ahead and attune our celestial crystal. So to do that, we just throw it on here. Actually, get this out of our hand. Throw it on there. And it should start to attune it. So this is very, very, very needed. You need to do this for all the crystals that you want to be turned into these collector crystals. They do have to be attuned. So here's another one. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and attune these. Look how pretty that is, man. That is really cool. Alright, I'm going to try not to step in. I shouldn't be able to be attuned. So that one's attuned to Decidia. I'm going to go ahead and attune this one to... Well, I'll wait. I don't know if we need to tune them all to Decidia. Of course, I have other nights where I can change things. I just want to take this crystal, which is attuned to Decidia, throw it in here, and look, we now can make a celestial collector crystal. And let's go ahead and do that. So as you can see, yeah, the other craft that was crafting that machine over there, it was like solid white beams. These are just like colored. Interesting. I guess different crafts have different particle effects. This mod is full of particle effects. Ah, we got our stuff over here. Oh, did they split again? Man, I didn't want them to split. Oh well. We have another purity one. And look at that guy. Nice. Now, these crystals can be placed. And you can also break them. And pick them back up again. As you can see. Pretty cool. So yeah, these guys are... This is maxed out. This is a really powerful crystal. This should be able to fill this altar in the midday when this crystal is just setting next to this thing. So if I have this crystal here and I use my linking tool, where's my linking tool? There it is. And I link this crystal to the altar. During the day, this thing should have max on the altar part. Like this thing should have max light. these crystals can put out some major amounts of starlight. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, we are getting to that point to where we're going to have tons of different things. So I think we're about ready to upgrade this altar. But before we do that, I do want to go ahead and get a generator going. I know it sounds crazy. You can do this later on as well and make it a little less messy. But I believe, well, actually, no. I think the only way to do it is the older recipe, because I think the newer recipe has been changed. I think the new way's been disabled. We're actually we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. Because there is a couple ways you can make the Aquamarine Generator, but I think I want to wait till the end game one, which is actually really cool. So yeah. But yeah, this guy is going to have a lot of starlight going on just with this connection. There is another one. I don't think we've unlocked it yet. I think it has to do with the collector crystals. Oh, the enhanced, yeah, this guy right here. So yeah, you can take this crystal and you can put it on top of this altar, and it will collect, it'll take drain, it won't drain, I don't think it uses the starlight, but it'll concentrate the starlight and basically give this even more power. So yeah, this is some even crazier stuff. It strengthens the crystals, what it says. Pretty cool. So yeah, we need to get into this, the Iridescent Altar. Yeah, that's exactly what we have to get. So we need a couple more resonating gems, I do believe, which won't take us very long to get. I think we have 5. Oh, we have enough. All right, so I've done some more waiting. I'll go ahead and grab some of those rock crystals that I've been working on. I'm just going to throw those in here for right now. We can jump back into those rock crystals later. But yeah, we should be able to craft this thing now. Yeah, look at it. It is one of those that has to be nighttime. Wow, look at those particle effects. Wow. Yeah, this is why I really like this mod. I really do. There's some cool stuff that happens here. And we're going to be diving really deep into this mod. We have to, basically. Just like we had to dive really deep in the Future Pack. Like, basically, I'm going to be almost completing Future Pack. We're going to be basically completing Astral Sorcery. So, we learned more about Radiance. Look how crazy this altar is. This is a wacky altar. And look, we have all this. So we are going to need to attune we're going to need basically a crystal. I think this is the slot for a celestial crystal. Or is it the collector crystal? I don't remember. But we basically need one of all 5 of the basic constellations. We will need that for crafting. So that's something we're going to have to do. But now we have to basically build the altar. We have to build this guy. So let's pop in here. And look, I think, oh, this is focus crafting. We have to go back. We have to go back to the previous one because that's the one that actually has the altar in it. We just have to add stuff to the altar. So we add these little pieces here to the end, and it's really easy to do. So let's go ahead and, I think we have all of the stuff we need. No, we don't. We need a little bit of marble. Bam, just like this though. It's crazy. Crazy simple. Just gonna throw these. I am gonna break those whenever we are done with that section. Makes it even easier whenever we have this done. But it'll be 3 on each. Like that, with 1 spot gap. Pretty cool. This will actually be one of the altars that I finish out building on camera. I've just made them so many times on camera that I feel like there's more content than just making them. And as you can see, there's that crystal that we used. It just pops in. And then I'm just going to remove the sections that actually don't need to be here, which is this. Just like that. How cool is that? So now we have the altar. Full altar. This is actually just a placeholder. There really is no crystal there. You can't really link to anything there. It's just kind of a light, I guess. I don't even know if it emits light. I don't think it does. But now, this thing has max starlight, probably due to this thing being here. And these guys are, of course, helping a little bit. But yeah, we should be able to put our attuned. I'm gonna see if it is this. Does it have to be attuned a certain way? I'm going to try attuning another one of those. So I'll have a Dissidia one, because this one, basically, let me break this guy. This is not a slot for that. So we have to use normal crystals. Pretty much. If I remember correctly. But yeah. I don't even think this needs, like... I don't even think it needs this. We're in such a good spot. But it will work with this. So now that this is a attuned celestial crystal, it'll sport that. And you can see now down below, it's basically telling me, oh, it's not in the sky tonight. When it's red. But when it's white, it'll say, oh, it is in the sky. And then we can actually craft. So we will need to make an attuned crystal for each constellation. So now we have Dissidia. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try and get all the other crystals. And we'll move on from there. Alright, so I am doing my last rock crystal at this point. How cool is that? Bam. Super nice. So we got all the attunement done for all of the different crystals. And yeah, that kind of unlocked a giant section in our book here. If we go back, now that we have our collector crystal and everything for our own, underneath this section, it kind of gets a little ridiculous. So we have these container chalices that we can now make. I think these are probably going to be the easiest thing for us to make right now. So we need sooty marble, gold, and we need no specific place. I don't think we have to have a constellation. I don't see any specific constellation. So I think this is going to be a good one to kind of craft as our first one. We are going to need a few of these guys. I am going to break you. Sorry. I need 5 of them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place 5 of these guys just right here. Right here, so I can just craft them as needed. You will need these Spectral Relays. These are what you're going to use to place the items that you see kind of surrounding the outside of these recipes. So, if we take a look here at this thing, the Containment Chalice, we're going to need some star metal. We're going to need some gold. Let's grab some gold. We have sooty marble already. And I just want to check this for recipes. And yeah, star metal, okay. Gold. 2 star metal. And I don't, like I said, I don't think it requires anything else that's special. No, it doesn't. It doesn't require this yet, but there are recipes that do. But yeah, we should be able to, at this point, hit the resonating wand on this thing. And you're going to see, this is going to start crafting. And you've seen earlier that it was requiring specific items. As you can see, it's showing me, oh, hey, I'm going to need some aquamarine. So let's just give it an aquamarine. Place it on there and saying, oh, we need another aquamarine. Okay, I'm going to give it another aquamarine. Where's another one? Oh, I'm going to need an aquamarine there as well. Awesome. I will go ahead and do that. Same for all of this. It's just going to keep asking for aquamarine. We only need 5 of them because it's what it showed in the original recipe. These are the ones that are floating. And then it's going to be almost done. So as you can see, the ones that are surrounding, in the book it actually floats around in a circle. But those are the items you're going to need for this craft. Pretty cool, actually. And it looks like it works even during the day, as long as you have the right amount of Starlight, which we do. Wow. Yeah, see, we don't have exactly enough to support this thing fully during the day, but at night we definitely do. This thing is definitely filled up at night. And what do we get? A Containment Chalice. How cool is that? I do want to get another Containment Chalice, and I'll do that here in a little bit. And then I'll be back, and I'll show you guys how we're going to make a Aquamarine Generator. So I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so now I do have exactly what I need. So let's take some of this phosphor, and then we're also going to go over here, grab some sand, and we're going to generate some lava. And I do believe that you can pick these things up, and they will they'll carry their contents. So we'll go ahead and generate some lava here. And I do believe I have this turned off. I think. Yes, I have it No, it's on. Let's turn it off. I don't want it generating anything at the moment. It wasn't generating anything to begin with. But we should be able to place this down. And I should be able to bucket some lava. And throw that in there. As I generate some. I think I might be able to pump this into here. Let's see. Hardened fluid duct. It doesn't seem to want to pipe in, which is odd to me. Unless it can be piped from the top. But it will take buckets. And you'll see it start growing here. And you see the particles kind of swimming around. I think you can... I don't know if you can click on it to tell how much is in there. Oh, you look down here. Oh, you can see it's stored almost all it can store, I think. It holds 24 buckets. Alright, so now it's maxed out. I can pick it up. And does it lose its contents? It does. So that's kind of a bummer. So what I'm going to do, I'll take these two things and we'll get a tank from open blocks. Yeah, we can just do tank. Just do the normal tanks. We're missing glass panes. Let's get normal glass. Can easily craft some glass. There we go. But we are going to need some kind of tank to kind of store some of this lava. So let me go ahead and do 2 tanks worth of lava. Actually, we can actually hook this up directly to here, and it'll fill it up for us, so we don't have to worry about it. But yes, these 2 tanks should fill into one another, so we have a bunch of lava here. And we're also going to need some Starlight, because we're making that generator. So good. I'm going to go ahead and take all of this as soon as it's done. And then we're going to head over and we should be able to transfer over some Starlight in our other world. Now, I do have just about everything else ready to go. In regards to all of the materials that I currently have. I think right over here is going to be a good place to set this up because we do have access to the Starlight and everything. Or actually back here probably be good, just as good. Yeah, we'll do it back here. Okay, so we'll take our 2 containers. Here's one and here's the other one. Place them side by side. I'm going to take my lava container here. Place him. And this tank should not have filled with lava. But, oh well. I'm going to take all 3 buckets out of here. Because that's going to be our liquid Starlight bucket. And yeah, I just got to fill this thing back up. I honestly don't need that much. Just a little bit. And there we go. I got that thing going. Okay. And then over here, let's just place some Starlight in this bucket. And these 2 things are going to interact with each other. And they're going to be generating a few different things. Which is going to be quite interesting. I don't know all the items that they create. I think I have enough for 2 right now. But I will set it up later for others. I do know it generates sand. So if sand is something you want, this generates a bunch of it. Now you can put a light well next to this and it will generate to that. As you can see, it's generating some sand. Pretty cool. So I have a vacuum hopper here. I don't know what the range is on this, but I am going to go ahead and set it up here. And we do have this menu. I think I can hit... I don't remember what button it is to hide JEI. I know it's all messed up inside the controls, but hide JEI is not one of the options. I don't remember what hide JEI is. But we're going to set this up. I'm going to try and cut between items. Maybe it'll let me. No, probably won't. It's got to be one of these buttons. I just don't remember what it is. Sad to say, I don't remember what button it is to hide JEI. Alright, so I'm a derp, had to look it up. Control O is how you get it to be removed temporarily. So now we can configure this thing. Oh, look, we're already getting Aquamarine Shale. Look at that. We can actually complete the quest. How cool is that? So that's one way of getting it. So what I need to do is take the Aquamarine Shale, take the this, and we're going to set up two separate piles. One for sand, one for Aquamarine Shale. And then we're going to set up our piping. So I need to figure out which is which. Okay, so that is the back. So I want this side, which we can rotate, to be an output pipe. And then we'll just get rid of this one. So there we go. So this should automatically output to the correct chests. And also will automatically pick up our stuff. So yeah, and this is draining very, very slow. I mean, I should say. I think it only drains the lava as well. I don't think the liquid Starlight has moved at all. It's just the lava. And yeah, you can keep this full. Do whatever you want with it. The more you put in here, the bigger that circle gets. So keep that in mind. Like we should have enough Starlight laying around. Maybe not. Maybe I need to get some more of these rock crystals out. I do want to take these and put them in this chest. I did get a chest so I don't lose my attuned crystals. That would be bad. We're going to make something special out of that here soon. And yeah, throw this in here. That'll generate some more. And I'll keep that there. Yes, you can definitely put a light well next to this thing, and it will automatically drain from the light well into this containment chalice. But yeah, there's some pretty cool effects that happen right here. But yeah, this definitely automates it, and over time we will gather Aquamarine Shale. And I do believe this actually works better than the previous versions I've used, where we have conveyor belts and we're using in-game ticks, which don't technically work that great with 1.12. But yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, of course, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And as always, thanks for watching.
Let's go!